Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an outgoing swap to share with you. This is a swap that I am doing with Tracey, who is TYS Creates here on YouTube. She had contacted me the end of February and asked me if I wanted to do a spring Easter swap with her. And I was like, sure. But the only thing is that I had never crafted for Easter, so I didn't have anything. And she said, no problem, we'll just go ahead and do a spring one. So I was like, okay, but the other problem was that I was leaving town in a couple of weeks and I didn't have time to work on it. So I was gonna be gone for several weeks, which only gave me about 2 weeks to work on this once I got back, because we had decided that we were gonna do it the end of April. Well, needless to say, April is over. I'm really late sending this out for a number of reasons. I have already received her box and I'm not gonna open it until mine gets out in the mail. By the time you see this video, she will have my swap. So let's get on with it. Just gave you guys something to look at while I was talking to you. So I'm going to start off with this little basket that I found. This is a porcelain basket that I found at Hobby Lobby. Like I said, I didn't have anything Easter, but I was walking through the store after I got back from my trip and I found this. I'm like, this would be perfect. And I got some of the eggs that they had in the department too and decided to alter this little basket. So what I did was I used some of this Hobby Lobby trim here. I've had it for a long time and I never used it, so I figured this would be perfect. I also used pom-pom trim, and somebody had given me this sequin trim that I also used. So that's what I created with it. It does have a basket weave, and so I really like that and I thought it would be perfect for her. I also got this tool here. I used 3 different colors for this that I just wrapped together and made this bow and put one of my handmade flowers on there. So let me go ahead and show you what I have in here. I've also sprinkled some flowers. As you can see, some of them have already fallen out. Let's start with the back here with this blue egg. And inside of it, I have some cabochons. I have some stars in different colors, different shapes. And then I also have some clouds for her, so she can have some fun with that. And then this one here, this fuchsia colored one, I have these dangle flowers made out of fabric, and they're in different colors. There's green, there's purple, there's some gray ones in there. So there's those ones, and there are different styles of them in there. This green one here, this one I created some dangles for her. So these are some dangles. I had these pom-pom beads that I really loved, and I've had them for a while but I never used them, so I decided to go ahead and make some dangles with them for her. Pretty colors. And then these are some of the other ones that I made for her as well. Love the way they turned out. I love making these, creating them for you guys. And I just sprinkled some flowers in there. So I'm going to move this out of the way and we're going to carry on. This is my housing for the bookmarks. We had to make 2, and I used the Maggie Holmes Garden Party Project pad for this one, and I love the way this turned out. I used the chipboard sticker for Look at You Grow, and then these flowers here, I received these from Geneva in our swap last year, and this is a sequin flower here. These 2 are sequin flowers and they are just the cutest thing. I have one of my butterflies and one of my handmade flowers here, and I did mat that on top of some gold cardstock, and then I created this Velcro closure for her, and on the inside are the bookmarks. I used the stickers from the sticker book to finish off these flaps here, and then this one here I made a little tassel for her using that clip. You guys can see the clip there, and then I have this acrylic bow with this swan charm, and this is a shaker and it says read. The letters here say read, and then I stitched all the way around in this acetate. So there's this one, and then the second one here, I actually added a bow to it, and I used that craft board. It really makes your projects pop. And so I created this bow with it. I added a gem and these seed bead dangles here. These are so fun and easy to make. So I did 3. The middle one is a little bit longer than the side 2. And I used one of the clear stickers, well, some of the clear stickers. There's butterflies there, and then it says take time to smell the roses. And I have some more flowers here, and then the lady here, she's potting plants over here, and it is a shaker. So there is that. And that's the back. My flowers. These are the handmade flowers that I created for her. I actually put one together. I have some of these gold leaves that she can use, or she can use them for a different project if she wanted to. I used it on the back topper to give her an idea of what I wanted her to do with these flowers. We were only supposed to do 4, but I did 7 if you include this one. And come in a rainbow of colors here. I absolutely love the way they turned out. Let me show you the die that I used for that. So this is the die that I used for it. I believe I got this from Amazon. Comes with these leaves. And then this is the die. And then the bag topper here, I added some gems and some enamel dots. Switch those. These bows are next, made out of the craft board again. And I made them in 4 different colors. And the butterfly in the center is a die that I have. When you flip it over to the back, you'll see that I have some jump rings off of each one of them. And that is just so that if Tracey wants to, she can actually have dangles hanging off of this, but you can't really see them too well, so she doesn't have to use the jump rings if she doesn't want to, but I just gave her that option. If she wanted to, she could go ahead and add a dangle or a tassel or something to it if she wanted to for one of her projects. I have a doily die for the bag topper that I used, and these flowers here, these foam flowers, I did receive them in another swap from someone else, and so I just added them to this with a white doily and some gold leaves. I have some puffy stickers under here, and there's a butterfly back there, so that's what I created for that. Next, I have my bag toppers, and I love the way these turned out. This tassel right here was given to me by Geneva in a swap. I'm using a lot of her stuff for this swap, but this was so perfect for it, I decided to use it. And then this clip right here, BB Crafts had reached out to me and asked me to do some videos for them, so I did. And this was one of the clips that I had chosen to work with, and you can make hair bows with it, and I added a metal piece to it and added some gems. So that's a clip. And then let me show you what I did with these bag toppers. So this is what I did with them. This top one is really chunky. The rosette is from April Olander, and I love the way she makes her rosettes. She's not making them anymore, but I used some of the ephemera and chipboard pieces from the Maggie Holmes collection. I used the gold die underneath there, and there's a puffy gold heart here, some gold thread, and then there's a second one here. I made this bunny out of a die that I have with some glitter paper, and the chipboard pieces here, and some more puffy stickers, and then this one too, another one of April's rosettes. This one is, both of these are from the AC Digital collection that I printed. And then there's some more enamel dots here, the hearts, more of the trim, and the saying here. So that's what I created with this. I absolutely love the way it turned out, and I didn't think I needed to put a bag topper on top of a bunch of bag toppers, so that's why I used this clip. Love the way it looks. And then the next thing I have to show you is the memory decks card. So this is a clear box that I'm using to house it. I wanted there to be an element of surprise, so I added this layer on the top. I used that one sheet of paper from the Maggie Holmes Garden Party collection that has a gradation of colors on it, and I just added some bling around the edges. This flower is a die cut, and same with the leaves. This ladybug here I found at a store by my house last year. I have this die that says Hello Spring. And then this ladybug here is a shaker ladybug die from Erica, who's Scrap Diva 29. I added this flower with a gem, and I did add glossy accents for the head, and I absolutely love the way this turned out. So this is my memory decks card. I just got this rain boot the other day, and it came in time for me to do this, and it's It's a lot taller than I thought it would be, but I love it anyways. I also use glossy accents on the top and the bottom of the boot, as you can see, and right here on the buckle I added this dangle. It reminds me of raindrops and the flower dangle here, so I decided to use that. I have black gems on the top of the boot for visual interest. I also glossy accented up the umbrella handle. The umbrella is also a shaker. If you can see the seed beads in there rolling around, there you go. And then this cluster of flowers also comes with this rain boot. And I added diamond dots to the centers, and I added this little bow here, this acrylic bow. And then there's a fabric bow there, and it says bloom. So the back is an envelope. She can open it up and see my information, and then just close it back up. And this is another envelope that I made. So that is that. Love the way that turned out. And I also made this little pouch here. It's actually 2-in-1. Let me just show you real quick. This is an In Love Arts die, and what I did was I made 2 of them. This was my prototype when I first got the die a while back, and I just glued the 2 of them together, added a strip here all the way around, and joined them together, and this is what you get. So this is what I made. I have some seam binding here at the top. I use one of those stickers from the Garden Party sticker books. It says, "Good things take time." And then I have this cluster here on the front with a crepe paper rosette that I created. And then there's the back with just a flower. And this is more ladybugs. And there's more pictures of these on my Instagram page. So there's that. And then we have the card. This is a paper pad that I have from Joanne, and the entire paper pad has different patterned embossed patterns on each page, and it comes in multiple colors. This is a little fabric embellishment that I got from Geneva also, and it is just the cutest thing. I may have to go back to Joanne and see if I can find more. This is just so adorable. And I did make this envelope, like I said, use some of the Garden Party paper as the liner for the inside. And this is a hot air balloon easel card die that I created, and it's one of Anna Griffin card dies, and it opens up like that. As you can see, that is the inside. It says "You make today better," and then I use that craft board again for the hot air balloon and the butterfly and more ephemera pieces. There's a vellum bird here. This is from this is another ephemera piece also. I just backed it with some white paper and fussy cut around it so you could see it better. This is gold glitter paper here, and I offset it a little bit so that you could see some of the green lines and the pink underneath, which gives it a pop of color. More down here. And the reason why I went with the hot air balloon is because it reminded me of growing up in Canada. When spring arrived, there would be hot air balloon races, and they would be flying over our house, and they would fly so low that you could hear the people talking in the baskets. I mean, the rainbow of color of these balloons was just phenomenal. It was just so beautiful to see. I mean, they just littered the sky with hot air balloons, and it was just so beautiful. And then this is the last item. This is the pennant that we were supposed to create. And again, more of the craft cardboard. I created a box for the pennant. This is a dangle, flower dangle that I use for this bow with a flat back pearl. I have pink pearls going all the way around the edges of the window that I created. And then I created a cluster of flowers and gold leaves on the bottom. And then you open it up, and here is my pennant. And I love, love, love the way this turned out. I mean, the camera's not doing it justice. And another hot air balloon. I use these teeny tiny glitter. In fact, let me show you what it is. It's these teeny tiny little bottles. I mean, they are so small. I believe I got these on my last trip when I went to Canada, and I just poured it in there. So that die, this hot air balloon die, it did not come with a backing to it, so I was a little disappointed that it didn't, so I had to fussy cut the backing so that I would have a solid piece in the back to hold all of this inside. And on my Cricut, I made this banner that says "Spring is in the air." Have some butterfly chipboard pieces in this house here. Like I said, the hot air balloons would fly right over the house, so that's why I put this house down here. And I have this flower cluster with gold leaves and these leaves, these handmade flowers that I made. This one is from Cuddling Me Clay Tay. She made that one. The rest I created. And there's some hearts, this butterfly, there's a gold filigree piece here, and that is what this dangle is hanging off of. It's a heart dangle. And then more of this dye, gold dye with some pearls and the eyelets on the tabs. And that's what the back looks like. You guys, I am so happy with the way this turned out. I hope Tracey loves it too. If you guys have any questions about anything that I made, if you want to know where to get anything, just let me know and I will get back to you with that. But yeah, this is what I created for her. Let me know what you guys think. I had a lot of fun making it. I could have done a whole lot more, but you know, time was not on my side. But I'm very pleased with the way this all turned out, and I hope that she is too. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. Have a fabulous day, and I will leave a link to Tracey's social media information if you guys want to go ahead and check out her channel. All right, take care, you guys. Stay blessed and have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.